So today we're going to talk about puberty. What is puberty? Puberty in boys is the physical maturation when their bodies start changing and now they can reproduce. That's the simple definition. And usually it starts from the age of 10 to 11. What? Evidence has shown that some boys are now going through puberty much earlier. They can go through puberty at the age of 9. And some boys are actually late. When it comes to puberty, they are late bloomers, which means they might not start experiencing those physical changes till 12, 13. But in any case, this is a time that once you start noticing as a parent, you should have those conversations with your son, because you don't want them to find out what is happening to their body from the school playground. You want them to know that they can come and talk to you about anything that is of concern. Suddenly, they are beginning to start having personal hygiene issues. They have smells that they're wondering, why am I having body odor? So now it's actually a good opener for you to talk about, don't you think we should start using deodorants? Don't you think we should start using antiperspirants? And then their voice start cracking. They're sounding a lot deeper and they're wondering, I think it used to sound like this at the age of 8. All of a sudden, you're getting a husky voice. It's also another time for parents to come and say, you know what, you're going through changes. And these changes, we should talk about it. They're also going to have boys that are going through their growth spurts. They're shooting up. Their feeding habits are now crazy. They're emptying your fridge. It's normal. Every male child will have to go through puberty because you have to go through, you're no longer really a child, now you're growing into an adult, you're growing into a man. So what are those things that you should have conversations with them so that they know what is happening? All of a sudden, they're also having wet dreams and they're wondering what's going on. These are the conversations you should talk to them about to understand discipline, to understand what is happening to their body and what they should do about it, and how to handle it. It's not something to be ashamed of. But the best part is, it should be something that you can normalize so they know that they can come and talk to you about it. Even if you're embarrassed talking about it, you shouldn't be embarrassed in front of them because that makes it worse. You should be able to say, it's normal. Your dad went through it. Your uncle went through it. And if you're the dad that is actually having the conversation, you went through it. And imagine what you went through as a young boy and no one talked to you about it. Or you had a dad that was very hands-on and spoke to you about it. So now this is the time to make sure that our boys understand that, yes, you're going to go through this, but how do you handle it? Also, the boys start going through acne. Sometimes it's quite aggressive, sometimes it's subtle. But it's also another time for you to say to your son, I notice you're getting a lot of acne. Maybe you should talk about it. Don't let them be subconscious about it. Let them know that it's something they'll go through while they're undergoing puberty. And some boys also they will go through enlarged breasts. Statistics have said about a third of boys, which is actually a large number, would experience enlarged breasts during puberty. But the key is to understand that it should stop between 12 to 18 months. And after that, they'll be fine. But imagine where the little boy is going through enlarged breasts and is thinking there's something wrong with him, that he's abnormal, because he has no one to ask and no one has to talk to him about it. Which is why we emphasize that parents, caregivers, we need to make it normal to have these conversations. Normalize it with your son. Because once you can encourage him to come and talk to you about anything he's going through, then he doesn't ask the wrong person. He doesn't ask his friends that are experiencing it and also have questions that no one has addressed. He's asking someone that has more superior opinion and can help him. Asking experts. His pediatrician can also have those conversations with him, which makes it normal to understand that, yes, you're going to go through puberty, but it's about how you handle it. In conclusion, parents, pay attention to your son. Let him know that you're a safe space he can come and have these conversations with. Let him know that puberty is normal, he has to go through it, but how does he handle it? And that's where dads should be involved. Dads should have the conversations with their sons. Know that, yes, puberty is a question that every child must go through, but how do you answer that question? And when you normalize it and make it a safe conversation that you don't feel embarrassed, they will come to you. Because once you're embarrassed, they will close, they will bottle up and they will not open up. But once they know that they can ask you any question, and you encourage them to ask those questions, whatever is going through their head, then society benefits from it. Everybody is safe and better off for it. And as we say at the King's Crown Trust Foundation, let's raise kings.